Good morning, fam. This your boy KCFL, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. You know the script. We on our way to work. Listen, I know I was supposed to do the collision review from the crib. Man, I've been working like crazy. I've been on the road, so when I get home super late. I'm tired. I'm like, look, I ain't got. Like I said, look. Let me tell you something, man. When you got to handle your business, you got to do what you got to do. I put my more important things ahead of wrestling. Now, I know this is my YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow it and everything, but still, look, when you got more important things you got to handle, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to talk about AEW Collision. I thought Collision was a solid showing, but I got my issues with things and how they're being presented. We're going to talk down everything that's happening. So as right now, everybody going crazy about Kenny Omega versus MJF. I mean, pay-per-view worthy match. I mean, the boys, they killed it. The brothers went nuts. They killed it. Now, let's talk about everything surrounding everything that transpired on the show. We got a great opener match between AR Fox and Switchblade Jay White. My only beef, we don't see AR Fox. This is the problem I got with TK. I'm like, man, just booking random matches, and we know the match is gonna be good. I don't know not one person that has not said that AR Fox is a good, unless they're a white supremacist or a buck dancer. But majority of us we like AR Fox. We appreciate what he brings to the table. We know the dude is great. My problem is I don't ever see him on TV. We don't never see the dude. Like he be there, then he ain't there. He disappeared. Like, so when you have him come out of nowhere and go against Switchblade Jay White, you know the match been the bang. I'm like, all right, but where does it lead? It's leading to nothing. Oh, this is just AR Fox getting a great showing. Of course. The same thing I said about Cedric on SmackDown. It's the same exact thing I said about Cedric Alexander on SmackDown. We got a great Cedric showing between him and Dragon Lee. But I'm like, don't you think you want to have AR Fox go on TV, not only look good, but get some vital wins before he steps in the ring with the fake AEW champion right now? I don't get TK's thinking. I don't understand his thinking. That's not, like, listen, that ain't booking. I'm sorry. I don't care what these AEW shields got to say. That's not booking. That's stupidity. That's stupid. You want AR Fox to look good. You want AR Fox to be getting some wins. You want to rebrand him. Don't just have him coming out here. He look good, but you know he finna take an L. Like, we know that. We want to see him get victories. How many times? I say this about dang near every wrestler that they just bring up out of nowhere. I say this about every wrestler. I don't care what. Every wrestler, I say this. And it's frustrating. It's very frustrating because I'm like, man, TK, man. And I know people gonna say, well, man, y'all just want AEW to be like the WWE. No. Listen, we want the number one game on pro wrestling. I don't know if you fools understand it. The number one game is to tell a freaking story. It ain't just pro wrestling. It ain't just 15 million wrestling matches on the That's what the pay-per-view is for. The pay-per-view is for the cats to go crazy at the freaking at the pay-per-view. That's what all the pro wrestling is for. The show, the wrestling TV show, is to develop storylines and characters, to get people on board with whatever you presented with that said wrestler. Don't care male or female. Don't care what race they are, whatever. That is the name of the game. But when you constantly do what you do, and then you wonder why fools don't really watch your product, and then you be like, but you cool with it. Because it's obvious that TK don't give a crap. He does not give. He does not care. I've seen fools tell me that, man, TK know what he's doing because Ring of Honor is the way it is, and he can book the women's division because he does not have time constraint. And matter of fact, a report came out yesterday from that circus clown Dave Meltzer saying that as of right now, things are all over the place when it's concerned to AEW creative because a lot of people really don't know what they're doing long term anymore. It's like maybe an hour or two before the show cats find. Do you know what that sound like? That sound exactly like the Vince McMahon crap we used to deal with when Vince was running the show. Cats wouldn't know exactly what they're doing until probably the day of, or like it's no long-term booking. There's no long-term booking. And I can say these AEW shit are going to sit up here and tell you, man, you just hate. No, no, we got to keep it factual. I keeps it factual on the E. What you think I'm going to do about AEW? And I want this company to be around for a very long time. But I just want my storylines to make sense. AR Fox went nuts. Jay White went nuts. The Guns and Juice Hard was out there clowning with cardboard switchblade. They were clowning. Now, during this matchup, MJF tried to get his championship back. But for some strange reason, he was unsuccessful because the Guns and Juice stopped him. He came close to getting it. He almost had a championship, but he wasn't able. So that's the story, right? We had a little, I give TK that. We had a little bit of story. However, I wish, again, I do not like the shows just jumping right into the action. I don't like it. I will never be a fan of that, ladies and gentlemen. Never. I don't give a care. I want my shows to be opened up with some type of storyline. Then you jump into the wrestling. That's what I'm looking for. Every day, that's what I want to see. Every day. I don't want to just, hey, we're right. No. Now, like I said, the crowd, Connecticut, I got to give them props because right when AR Fox started doing the crazy stuff he was doing, that's when they start, from that moment on, they was making noise throughout the whole show. They were making noise throughout the entire show, so I got to give Connecticut props. Right afterwards, no promos or nothing, we jumped right into the second match, which was the Guns versus Dalton Castle's The Boys. And this was basically a mollywop lesson. The Boys did absolutely nothing. And they kept talking about how the Guns are going after the Ring of Honor tag team titles. Obviously, you know they're going against MJ. Now, every time they show the poster as if somebody's going to join MJF. They haven't really said it, but the poster has MJF and somebody standing next to him. The question is going to be, who will that be? Who is going to quote-unquote sub in for Adam Cole while he's quote-unquote out with his so-called injury? That's what they want us to believe. Yeah, they mollywopped them. They beat the snot out of the boys. The Boys didn't do nothing. And again, this is when you need to have Dalton Castle and the Boys featured more on the show, not getting beat down. If you really want us to care about the Boys and crap, have them be featured on Collision more. Let them get victory so when they go against cats like that, you know they're not going to win. At least you've seen them. This is why I hate about TK's booking. I hate this. I'm like, why you bring these, like, we don't see it. We don't ever see Dalton Castle. We'll never see the Boys. I'm like, what's the point? Again, that's why I say random squash matches. Listen, a squash match is when you're trying to build somebody. But don't bring somebody who actually is somewhat, if you want to say credible, that's actually like, you know what, hey, I got to, you know what, let me bring them on. Let me showcase them more. Again, like I said, it's the same storyline with AR Fox. The same exact thing. Same thing. But right after that, video package about the out of nowhere feud they got started in about a week, 2 weeks. 13. It started from 13 days B to 3 days B. Talking about MJF and Kenny Omega. It was a very good video package. Like they put that video package together, made you think you was getting ready to watch a pay-per-view worthy match, which was true. Which was absolutely true because we sure did get a pay-per-view worthy match at the end of the show. After that, I believe we got a backstage segment with Ryan Nemeth. Now, you'll never see that dude. Now, it's funny that we're starting to see him now because his brother, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, because he's not going to Dolph Ziggler anymore, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, is a free agent. And I guess they like, well, you know, let's showcase that we care about bringing him in by showcasing that we care about his brother. You know the script. Y'all know how the game works. He talked about how he just didn't want to be a comedy act and all this stuff. He said he dominate the comedy world, but he said he wants to start dominating the ring, and he's looking to be working for CJ Perry. So he knocks on her door, and Miro answers. I said, wait a minute, what's going on here? I thought you got beef with your wife, man. What's going on? He's in there. He said, can I speak with CJ Perry? He said, yeah, come on in. And he invited me in and beats he tore that fool up. He beat the brakes off of him. He beat the brakes off that man. I'm telling y'all, he tore him up. He tore him up. That's all you heard. You just heard somebody screaming and get jumped. That's all you heard. So right after that, I believe we got another squash match, if I'm not mistaken. I believe this is when Samoa Joe was out there. Samoa Joe went against this cat named Rick Titus for the doggone Ring of Honor TV. Again, these fools that we don't know, and I know they tried their best to say, well, he was a former. We don't know. I know him, but a lot of other people may not know him. Again, that's what TK and them do. Because see, TK and them, they want you to just Google everything. I'm like, no, man. No. Cats need to be getting some wins on TV before you just bring these random clowns out. And you know they're getting squashed. And that's exactly what happened. Samoa Joe beat the brakes off of them. So then, right after that, we got a video promo package from both Keith Lee and Shane Taylor with Lee Moriarty in his corner. And they focused back on when the two of them when they got together back in 2002. And they looked like two bodyguards. That's exactly what they look like. And I wish they would tie in together that these two are gunning for Samoa Joe. That's what they should do. They gunning for it. They want that Ring of Honor. Shane Taylor wants his Ring of Honor TV title back. Keith Lee has said, look, I want a shot at that Ring of Honor TV title. Okay. These two fight each other, and the winner gets Samoa Joe more than likely at Full Gear. I'm like, set it up. Build up. TK, I hate to be doing your work for you. Listen, I'm literally doing his work. This dude is lazy. He don't want to do anything. But these AEW shields are going to swear up and down and tell you that they're doing something. No. I know it. Listen, I see the handwriting on the wall. I just wish TK would put forth more of an effort to tell us, okay, this is where we're leading. Keith Lee and Shane are going to have to destroy one another to get a hold of Samoa Joe. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult, man. I don't know. You want us to care about Keith Lee, right? You want us to care about Shane, right? Okay. Don't just give us that. Have them like, oh, look, I don't just want to fight you. You in my way to get to Samoa Joe. You feel me? So then right after them, we got a talking segment with Willow, Chris, and Sky Blue. They were talking with Renee, and they was talking about what's going on between them and everything. And Sky Blue basically told them, yeah, listen, whatever business I got going on with me and Julia Hart is between us. That's it. And she walked off. And Willow was standing there looking confused, and Chris is like, she don't know what to do. I think we get ready to get Julia Hart's own version. She get ready to have her own version, her own squad. I'm telling you, that's what's getting ready to happen. That's what's about to happen. All of them, Willow's going to join. You know, we already know Sky Blue getting in. Now you know that's not a question. So I feel like that's where they're going with that. Then we got the women's match. We got Abaddon, who we never see. I talked about this on the Rampage review with SmackDown. The girl is literally in catering all year until Halloween, and y'all know I don't even mess with Halloween. I don't know where y'all at, man, but Halloween is satanic. I don't give a care what nobody got to say. I don't care. Y'all can sit up here and justify, celebrate. It's demonic. It's satanic. Ain't no point in, why the heck I'm going to wait 1 year out of 365 to quote unquote celebrate the devil? You crazy as heck. You smoking crack. That ain't me. I don't move like that. But yeah, we don't never see this woman, and she pop up because it's Halloween. I'm like, and how the heck is that? How the heck we supposed to get invested in her? How? You can't get invested in somebody like that. But that's TK's doing. He have us sitting and catering all year till freaking Halloween. That's stupid. It's real stupid, man. But like I said, it's TK for you. That's how he book his women's division. Had cats sitting and catering all day and thinking that oh, okay, bring him out for Halloween. The matchup she had with Sheeta, I'll be nice. It was all right, you know. It was what was it called? A Fright Fest match or whatever. Fright, whatever. It was basically a no DQ match. It was beating each other with trash cans and pumpkins and all that stuff. But she the one losing the championship. She wasn't. So it was basically just an Abaddon showing because it's quote unquote Halloween. I'm like, it's stupid. It's real stupid. I'm like, TK, this ain't it, Captain. It's not it. Don't let these AEW hardcore fans tell you you're doing a fantastic job because they're lying to you. They're lying to you. Don't listen to those circus clowns. They're lying to you. So right after the match, here come Luther and here come Toni Storm. She do her poses. She kick her doggone flip-flops off. And then she gonna go sit on the doggone announce table with Kevin Kelly, Tony Schiavone, and Nigel McGuinness. And it was randomly an orange sitting there. She just started eating on it. And she looked at Sheila, and Sheila looked back at her, and they didn't say nothing. I'm thinking, I don't know, how about you go ahead and set up the women's match for the AEW Women's Championship on Collision? Boom. She come out, she say, since you didn't beat up everybody, I want to face you. I want to get my rematch clause. I want to face you at freaking Full Gear. And she started doing the little goofy man poses and crap. Boom. We got another match added to the card. But you know this circus clown TK gonna wait till 2 weeks and then start announcing 15 million matches? Circus, I wish he didn't work like that, but that's how the fool work. Because the fool don't know what he doing. He don't. The circus clown don't know what he doing. So after that, we got let's see, I'm trying to think what else took place. Garbage QTV and them is back. QTV, Harley Cameron, Han Solo and them. And they was talking about he gonna defend this Latin American championship with prestige, and he gonna do it against some of the greatest luchadors out there. I said, man, honestly, I'm sorry. I just don't give a crap. I don't. Because if the luchadors had different personalities and they stood out, okay, maybe we got something. But you just adding another championship on your show that's just like all the other titles you got. There's no difference. What's the difference between the AEW International Championship and the AAA Latin American Championship? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is the stupid stuff that TK does. This is what he does, man. And this is not good. This ain't good. This ain't good. I don't care what nobody got to say. It's not good. This is not good, man. But that's what TK want to do. Want to have more matches with no story. And boom, there it is. That's it. That's how it works. Just wrestling matches. And we're supposed to be invested. That's it. Wrestle match and you invest. Nope, it don't work like that. It don't. So then we got Ricky versus Dax Harwood. Solid matchup. Big Bill was out there. Cash Wheeler was out there. And out of nowhere, House of Black popped up out of nowhere. And so they sitting in the audience. They watching. They clamoring. They paying attention what's going on. They tuning in. So I'm like, do they want a shot at the tag team titles? Like, what's going on here? Like what are they trying to, what was going on? So Big Bill pretty much helped Ricky win the match. Rightfully so, because Ricky has no business losing as a champion. I told you, champions getting pinned in non-title matches is a dumb decision. I don't care what nobody got to say. You're an idiot if you are a champion getting pinned in non-title matches. It's a stupid decision, real stupid. So after the match, House of Black lights pop off, and Julia Hart made her return too, by the way. Julia Hart, she popped up. They hopped in the ring, so now it's 5-on-2. So what is Cash and that's going to do? Out of nowhere, LFI, Rush's squad, pops up. Now, Rush and them come off as heels to me. They don't come off as baby faces. They align themselves with FTR. That tells me that we're going to get a 5-on-5 probably next week. More than likely, we get a 5-on-5. Oh, I knew I forgot to talk about something. The Acclaim talked about we've been champions for almost 69 days, and he talked about he going 69 MJF and all of this stuff. So they put Max in timeout, and they pretty much how they do, but just rambling. As of right now, I'm sorry, man. I'm over the Acclaim trios titles Ron, I'm over it. I'm ready for them to lose some things. I'm honestly ready for them to lose those things. Real talk. I'm ready for them because they're not doing anything. So, but yeah, they did their little stupid man segment, and Max got catfish. Talk about MJF said he gonna come out there and sit. He talk about Anthony was like, Max, that ain't Max. You been catfish. Stupid. Real stupid. Then we get Claudio versus some clown named Hot Sauce Tracy. Another squash match. And I told you Claudio went in on Okada. He went in on OC. And basically, again, it was a squash match. Because now this is a squash match I'm cool with because he's getting ready to go against OC for the championship. But the other ones, I'm like, it's too many. We got too many squash matches on these shows. They don't lead to nothing. They don't lead to anything. They don't lead to nothing. And I'm like, bro, this ain't exciting me. Now, do I care to see OC versus Claudio? No. Is the match going to be good? Yes. But we know who's winning, OC. And I guarantee y'all, you hear, mark my words, I'm telling you, that OC versus Claudio will open up Dynamite. Watch. TK don't know how to open up without a match. He can if he want to, but he don't. He don't. Mark my words. You heard from me. He will open up with OC and Claudio for the AEW International Championship. And I'm not going to give a crap about it. And it seems like every time those two open up the show, well, OC opens up the show, Dynamite is trash. I'm sorry, it's trash. So after that, we get to the main event. We get to it, and again, these two put on a clinic. They literally tried their best to end each other's career. I mean, they went at it. Them dudes went at it, ladies and gentlemen. They went at it. I mean, I really ain't got no words to say. Kenny and MJF, they tore the house down. Fans loved every moment. You got a holy poop, a fight for every child. I mean, they loved it. And I know a lot of people's online complaining, talk about, man, how could this, again, the storyline was his streak was on the line. And so it's so many fools gunning for him. Like, he's the main champion. So many clowns should be good. That's how your champion should be booked. Everybody and their mama's mama want a shot at your title. Everybody. And I'm like, look, that again, this is where he somewhat succeeds. This is where he succeeds sometimes. He need help on all the other stuff, but he succeeds right here. So a lot of people was expecting a clown finish. TK didn't give it to us. MJF went over clean. That tells me that these two will not be fighting each other for a very, very long time. Very, very long time. I'm cool with that. But Don Callis tried to come out there. He tried to get involved. He tried to get in there. And his little clowning or whatever he was trying to do, it didn't work. You seen Warlow watching. You saw Samoa Joe watching. You saw, as a matter of fact, Samoa Joe even told MJF, if you need me, just scream my name. He didn't need him. And he even seen Hobbs watching. I said, is TK trying to give us we're going to get a multi-man match, or we're going to get some type of elimination chamber type of match going into World's End? I don't know. I have no clue what TK is doing. But I guarantee you this, those three dudes, if they are going to be on Full Gear, all three of them must win a match. Every single one of them. Now, Samoa Joe, though, if he's going against Keith Lee, he's the only one that can take a loss because he's freed up. He doesn't have anything. But if Warlow and Hobbs are going to be on Full Gear, then both of them need to win. Both of them need to go over because you need to keep them strong going into World's End if they are going to be associated with MJF at World's End. I ain't got nothing else to say, ladies and gentlemen. That's my honest take. Like I said, Collision was a good show, but again, I just need a little bit more story, and I need more matches to be announced going into Full Gear. We are literally 3 weeks away, ladies and gentlemen. 3 weeks. TK, we can't be playing games anymore. We cannot play games. Do you understand who's on your helmet now? That boy Scott D'Amore is on your helmet. You better get your game up. Games are up, dude. No more games. I ain't got nothing else to say. This is your boy KCFL, King Self for Life, rest of the takes. If you new to the channel and you want to hear more takes like this, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and I'll talk to y'all cats later. Holla at your boy.